All right, y'all. Welcome to a video with me, the Stonk Dad. Now, I have not been active at all on YouTube, or I have not made a video over the last 3 weeks or so. You may have thought that it was because of the holidays, but it was not, to say the least. Something happened to my family, my wife's side of the family, which was pretty hard for all of us, especially right before Christmas started. My wife's mother passed away unexpectedly a couple days before Christmas, so that's why I have not been active at all on YouTube. So I hope you guys understand that, and thank you for all that have wished me some condolences and well-being for my family. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, that's kind of why I've been away for the time. I've been just trying to support my wife and her dad as well, after the sudden passing of my mother-in-law. I don't wish that upon anyone. It's been, to say the least, it's been literal hell dealing with all that with my family. But I do appreciate you guys giving me a little bit of time to kind of get through that with my wife and her family. We're still kind of juggling everything. Obviously, it's going to take some time to recover from something like that. But yeah, that's kind of just why I've been away for some time, and I'm kind of ready to get back into it, and that's why I'm going to make this video today. Because one, I haven't done one in 3 weeks, so I do want to get back into the swing of things and get back to 100% content and then trading as well. So I know you guys have been super ready for one of my videos, my back test videos, and I do thoroughly enjoy making them. So that is this video, and sorry about the long intro, but again, thank you guys for everything you guys do. I love you all. So let's get right into this video, okay? Okay, so here is the convergence chart, the market net flow chart from last Friday. You guys know the deal by now. We always go to Monday. Well, Monday it was New Year's Day, so we're not going to start there. We're going to start on Tuesday, which was the day of the market. The market opened for the first time of the year. So we did have some bearish activity, and you guys kind of saw that that the market was kind of heading downwards, which was actually kind of expected in my eyes. So let's take a look and see how well convergence did. Now, if you guys don't know what convergence is, I know that I do recap videos about this all the time, but for those of you who are new, and also if you guys have actually watched any of my videos, you guys always could use a little recap of what convergence is, what market net flow is, and all that. So I'll explain that roughly and what I do in these videos. So every single week, I tend to do a backtest video on how well market net flow and convergence work together. And what I mean by that is if the convergence bars down here flip a certain color, and if price action follows that color, we backtest that to see how well it does. Now, you can see that flow was bearish. You can see the put line, the red line, was above the green one. So that is bearish activity, bearish flow. And then the green line are calls here, okay? You can see the cumulative net premiums. Here's the zero marker. So more puts were being bought than more puts were being bought than calls being bought in this certain situation. So what I do in the backtest videos is I see the convergence flips. Sometimes they're notified by dots, sometimes they aren't. It's just a little bug. But you can see kind of where it flips a certain color, and then you can see the price action, which is this white line, the price of SPY, okay? So what I'll do is I'll backtest each of these flips, and if it goes 50 cents in favor of whatever color it is, green or red, then I'll count that as a win or loss or a wash trade, depending on how much it moved. So in this situation here, we did have a convergence flipped at around 472.75-ish or so, and it went down 25 cents, and then it flipped gray at about the price of entry. So we're going to wash that trade, call that, oh sorry, not a W, we're just going to wash that trade as a zero, not count that out at all. And remember, we don't count convergence flips unless it's 15 to 20 minutes after the market opens, just because data needs to settle a little bit. But then you could see another flip about right here shortly after the gray convergence, and that one looks like that one was going to be a loss because it did head up And then it looks like it did it again here, but it was so small and it flipped back gray, so we won't count that small one there. Gray convergence did pretty well here, as it did opposite of what the flow was saying, so the price action was moving opposite. That's why it was indicated by this gray signal here. And then it looks like it made up for that singular loss in the morning with this one here. This one caught an amazing move, actually. Look at that, all those red bars. This one caught a move from about 473 on SPY all the way down to the lows, which was 470.50. So that was about a $2.50 move to the downside just by that singular trade. So if you lost on this one here, this one wasn't even that bad. This one moved up about 50 cents to 75 cents on SPY, so it did opposite of that move on that gray convergence, or sorry, that red convergence there, but it made up by this huge move to the downside, which is awesome. Okay, so we're going to count that one as a win. So 1 win and 1 loss on that Monday. So let me go over here. Let me make sure I have this all documented. If I can place it right here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that was Tuesday, the 2nd of January. Let's take a peek at Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, I think it was a very messy flow day, which is okay. Now, remember, when flow is really close together, I tend not to get into any plays, so you can mitigate the losses just by not playing anything. If there's no clear direction on flow, I tend to not play it at all. So you can see lots of chop and flow, really, really close together. You did see a red convergence flip about here. It looks like it might have been okay. But we probably won't count that one at all. It did go down quite a ways, but it did head right back up. So we're going to wash that trade. And then this one here, it looks like it did okay as well. Steady trend to the downside. That one moved from like 469.50 down to 469. So we will count that one as a win. That was a small win there. And then you got this batch of grays and green convergences, which kind of messed you up there a tad because we did get chopped out of that. So we will count just one of those as a loss just because of how small the convergence is. You got to pay attention to the strength of that as well. So we'll count one of those as a loss. You got chopped out of that regardless. So we'll count that one as a loss. And then it looks like it flipped green to red, which is surprising because the flow flipped quite rapidly. But you can see that this green convergence did very, very, very well. That one is an obvious win there. And then you can see it flipped kind of around the consolidation area right there with this red convergence. So we're going to count that one as a win too. Now it did get a little bit messy with gray convergence on the slight move up here. And then it caught another red around here. Not at the exact top, but pretty close. So we will count just this one as a win. We won't count this one as a win because it was so small and it flipped red. So we'll just count this group of red convergence here a singular win. So we had 4 wins out of 5 trades. So it went 4 for 5. That was a very good day, especially with how messy flow was. I would say that was a really, really good day. I think convergence did a very good job, especially on Friday, I want to say, was the really good day. But yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I want to say that I got plus $500 on profits just strictly by using convergence. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Friday was a really good day. Now, just looking at this one was Thursday. Take a screenshot here. So this one was a really good bullish day. Bullish flow, you can see obviously that calls were above puts. Right here was a singular convergence flip there. That one was a winner, a small winner, and then it flipped gray and then green again. This one was the better win after it went gray to green. That one went from about 469.50 all the way up to 470.75-ish or so, 471 almost, looks like. So we're going to count those 2 as wins, awesome wins. You can see that gray convergence did very well as well on the downtrend here. Now this one here got a little bit messy. Probably would have gotten chopped out close to break even, but we will count that one as a loss just because you can see that it kind of trended down just slightly. So we will count that one as a loss there. And then you can see that gray convergence did its job as well, keeping you out of longs for the remainder of the day there. So that one went 2 for 3 on the day. Very good. And then let's take a peek at Fridays. I think Fridays was the best. Yeah, really clean price action on Friday. A little bit of chop towards the close, but Friday was really good in the morning. You can see that 15 minutes after the market opened, it flipped perfectly, and we got a huge move up from 468 on SPY all the way up to 470 or so, a little bit above 470. So that was about a $2 move on SPY, really good. And then you could have caught the downside gray convergence here on the trend change, and then another trend change here. Ooh, terrible line. I would be using a ruler right now, but I'm trying to speed through this. This one was a smaller win than this morning, but nonetheless still a really good trade from about 467.75 all the way up to 469. So about a dollar move or so there. Very good. And then it looks like it caught a small move at close there the last 10 minutes or so. So we're going to count that one as a win too. So it looks like 3 for 3 on Friday. Very good. Pay attention to how well gray convergence is too, guys. I normally just trade the colored flows because I like going with the flow. But this whole week, just by looking, the gray convergence did very well as well. So that was 3 for 3. Let's take a peek at how well it did those 4 days of trading. So we had, let's see, 3, 6, 11, 13 trades and only 3 losses. So it went 10 for 13. Let's see what percentage that is. 10 divided by 13. So about a 76% win rate. Can't really see it there, but it's flipped. But 76%. 10 wins out of 13 trades. Not bad, guys. I hope that this next week is going to be just as good as this one. This tool roughly is around 80% win rate. So that was right up there with how well it did. And you can increase that win rate just by simply using the divergences between the premiums on calls and puts. You can get into some really good trades. But enough of me rambling. I can't even talk. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this video with me. We're going into this new week, January. What is it? What's the date today? The 7th? Okay, so tomorrow is the 8th, which is Monday, and then we go into the 12th. That's the whole trading week. My birthday's on Tuesday, so I'm super pumped about that. Yeah, it's my birthday week. We got to make it a good one, right? So yeah, thanks for sticking around and watching this video, guys. If you do have any questions or comments about the convergence tool, market netflow, or really about anything about data flow or anything like that, Gex, please feel free to comment down below. I look forward to making more videos like this. I want to get back into the groove of things. But I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll see you all in the next one, okay? Peace out.